Yes. Yes.
I
The
can't
whole stadium being your
Please shout
your
again,
Kenyan
shout
fans.
again, shout again.
I need that. I need that in my life.
I really loved it because I like a sport where I'm given the freedom to hit someone. Is it going through? Or let me just give it, then you try fix your beat.
Okay. It's the
It's the beat, yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking of V1. V1.
Which one? Oh.
How's it? Harry McNulty here for another episode of HSBC Life on Tour, where we speak to the athletes every step of the way on the Seven Series. This week, we are in Canada, where Rugby Sevens is taking over Vancouver, British Columbia. We are joined by George Ooro from Kenya and Asia Hogan-Rochester from Team Canada. Thank you so much for joining me. It's a pleasure to have you. How are we enjoying beautiful British Columbia? I know this is home in a way.
So happy to be here. This is the tournament that we look forward to the most. So yeah, it's such a pleasure. It's such an honor. How are you enjoying it, King George?
Yeah, it's so cool, but kind of cold. We are kind of struggling, but we are up to it.
Before we start off as well, you mentioned King George. I'm in the royalty. I'm in the presence of royalty.
Yeah.
How did you come across that nickname, or is it a nickname?
Oh, that was when I made my debut in 2022. Actually, I made my debut in 2022. Yeah, it was when I was playing against Japan from a commentator. I can't remember the name of the commentator, but I overheard it from when going through my games. A king, then my let's say most of my mentors were like, you should now take that name as a king. So after that, I was called King George. So it came to my mind and I was like, yeah, I have to take that. And it's cool, it's so nice.
It's great. Yeah. Asia, do you have a nickname of any sort?
I do, yeah. My teammates call me Breezes.
Breezes?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Cool background story to it, but...
Okay, come on, you got to dig into it for us.
To summarize it, in 2022 as well, we had a tournament in the Bahamas, and the hotel that we were staying at was called Breezes. This is not a paid ad for the hotel, but it was just so much fun, and a lot of us had just gotten our first cap and debut, and we're just also young and just having a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it there, so now my name is Asia Breezes, Breezer.
I love it. I need someone. Oh, I have a couple nicknames, so someone needs to give me a nickname at some stage. Maybe I'll get Maragoli. My Kenyan nickname is Maragoli.
Yeah. Okay, noted. And how'd you get that one?
It's one of the tribes in Kenya.
Okay.
And they like to eat a lot and they like to sleep a lot. And I like to eat and I like to sleep. So then I was given the name Maragoli. So Fitting. We've got the Vancouver Sevens happening this weekend. Have you felt in Canada alone that has really pushed the game? Has there been a big difference?
When I first started playing rugby, it was in 2017, 2018. So I was grade 11, grade 12, just finishing up high school. And I had gone my whole life without touching a rugby ball, knowing what rugby was, watching a rugby game. And it was introduced to me because Charity Williams, she had gone to my high school. And she came back after the Rio 2016 Olympics with a bronze medal. And I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Like maybe I could do a little something with that. And that was just the first wave of rugby being involved in the Olympics, and that was the effect it had on me. And fast forward to now, when we do our community engagements, even just like walking on the street and walking past maybe like a pub and seeing rugby playing, the rugby culture is growing so much. There's kids like at these community engagements that we go to that are learning skills and doing skills that I just learned how to do like a couple of years ago, and they're putting like left-footed grubbers off their foot in the 5-meter channel. It's insane. And I think we're really going to start to see Canada really rising up and making a really strong name for ourselves with these the next gen of players.
You've been playing so well across the series. It's amazing to see, and it's a great promotion for the game and bringing it to other parts of the world where maybe people don't think rugby is big, especially in Kenya as well. Maybe most of the world doesn't think of Kenya straight away, but you as a team have traditionally been an amazing seven-side. You were off the series, you're back on, you're bringing the power, you're bringing the vibes. you've got the Kenya corner. How is it being back on the 7 circuit and performing at a really high level?
Oh, it's really amazing. You know, we are having a new team. Most of us had never been to such a big stage. And it's kind of scary, but I'm so happy for the boys because they take it onto their hearts. They step on it like this is the stage where we should be representing our nation. They know the Kenyan's corner is coming in where it's giving us now the good energy, representing our nation. We feel now the nation is next to us. So we don't have any jitters, the butterflies kind of cooled down. So it's very, very amazing. And we promise the World Series that will be there. We are coming for each and every one.
It's been unbelievable to watch. I was in the Kenya corner in Perth. I got stuck in. It was vibes.
Yeah, it was vibes.
Are you jealous? Did you not get a chance to
No,
see it?
that's the one. I actually say this pretty often. Like, I would love to just be able to observe a rugby game specifically from the Kenya corner. There's a lot of Kenyan fans in Vancouver that are coming out to watch and cheer for you guys.
Yeah, sure.
So
You're gonna there's surely gonna be a Canada corner.
yeah, a little something like that. I'd hope so. Yeah, yeah. We have. I think we have the best fans on the circuit. The turnout is incredible. The Go Canada Go iconic chant that we hear at every scrum. And just like all of the young people that come out to watch, all the schools that come out to watch, it's really magical.
And you have a bit of a celebration yourself as well, right?
Something,
Can you show us?
Yeah. Throw these, which camera? This one? This
Yeah,
one?
whatever.
Throw up these ones, or look at this. It's just 2 4s, 24, 24. It's kind of just like a ode to all the people who've supported me throughout my rugby journey. I wear number 24 on the field. Kobe Bryant, one of my favorite athletes, hard worker, great mentality.
Mamba mentality.
Mamba mentality on period. And yeah, it's kind of just like, also just like to big up myself too. Like, I love sevens. I love the flair and the confidence that everybody plays with. And I feel like it's kind of taken me a while to find my stride. But I'm starting to reach for a little bit more in that. And yeah, it's kind of just to big up myself, big up my teammates, and Kobe Bryant as well, of course.
Amazing. In Kenya, they're not shy with celebrations.
Yeah, a lot of celebrations, indeed.
I need to talk to you about some. We have them here. Some of your guys' celebrations, especially from Perth, because I don't know if you saw them as well.
I've seen a few.
You've seen them?
I'm thinking of V1. V1.
Which one? Oh,
Here we go.
Yes.
that was amazing.
Nah. Like, what do you do if someone celebrates in front of you like that? Like, that's such a great, like, moment of just, like, backing yourself and getting in the opposition's head. Like,
You're going to have to talk us through these, because are they known as calibrations now?
Yeah.
So, an old calibration. Where did this one come from, and then we can go from there?
Wow.
Or is it just the moment?
Yeah, the moment. But most of them that I usually do, like the dances, it's mostly from our youths. You know, our youths, they come up with new songs, new moves, dancing moves. So it's a way of just bringing them abroad, maybe trying to bring it out for them to know that it's also such a good thing. Like the Anguka Nayo dance I did in Madrid. Yeah, that we did there, that we danced.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it was just a new move that came in Kenya from our youths. So it's also just a way of honoring the hard work that they're doing and maybe making them proud. So if they see it on the big stage, they're like, these guys are also loving whatever we are doing. So I usually dance, like right now there's a new one. I hope I'll get to the try box, and I promise to do it to make them, or to motivate them. They should be knowing that whatever they're doing, we are also happy with whatever they're doing.
Can we get a behind the scenes of it now? An early show.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see.
It's like, okay, let me start. It's like you score, then it's called Mapangale dance. You've had it, it's like you want to clear, but now you have to see, put it here, then you do this, then you're like, you have to dance a little bit. And now due to the time, I think it's kind of, is it 30 seconds?
Yeah.
So you won't do it like the full dance, but you can do maybe, for instance, I'll start with this and this, then do this. Then if I score again, now I'll do the double clap for them. Then if I finish now, I do the Mapangale one now. Yeah.
Smooth.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Smooth.
Yeah, sure.
It would be good to get a hat trick and then you get them all.
Yeah, I'm trying. But it's a team sport, so I don't want to be kind of mean. Yeah, because if you focus on that, on a hat-trick thing, will be mean.
Oh, you guys get in the try line and do it.
As a team?
Yeah.
No, time. Because if you
Time.
score, there's that.
A friend or two.
One of my favorite old Kenyan ones was when they feed the chickens. Andrew used to do that one a lot.
Which one?
So they get one guy who would do that, and then all the other Kenyan guys would come around.
Yeah.
That's like an old classic. That's like when Collins, Andrew, Willie,
Oma, Oscar.
yeah, Oscar,
yeah.
all those guys used to do it. That's a classic.
But now again, there's one of my teammates who is also expecting a child, Dennis Abukuse. So we're also trying to organize one. Yeah, because he's expecting, I think, this week.
Amazing.
Yeah, his wife.
Cool.
I mean, wife or girlfriend. It's a wife, wife. Got to leave, I think, this month, probably this week. So we're gonna enjoy that moment with him and maybe congratulate him for the good job. So you'll see most of us will be carrying the ball like a baby.
And Asia, in Perth, you were wearing 2 different colored boots.
I sure was.
What was the motivation there?
Yeah. I was like, what's happening?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I was just leaving for warm up, and I was like, that would be really cool if I just wore 2 different colored cleats. And I just did, and I guess people enjoyed it. But I love the individuality and the fun that Sevens is. So I just thought it'd be pretty fly to do that. And this weekend, got a new colorway, so stay tuned for that.
2 separate boots again?
2 separate boots, of
Okay,
course.
so that's going to be that's going to be your special now for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
pretty
I'll
chill.
do that too. Huh?
Okay, we'll do it.
For mine will be mixed stud and molded boots,
Okay.
not different colors.
No, they have to be the same cleat.
They'll have to be kind of unique. So when I score, I'll sit down then do this for you.
Okay.
So you'll get to know they're different.
Okay, when I score, then I'll get in the challenge and then I'll tie my boots.
Sure.
There you go.
That's a deal done.
Done deal.
Done
very
deal.
Love it.
But please do this. Don't forget.
That's reserved for you. I can't.
But for both Canada and Kenya, right? We said before earlier that they wouldn't be like mainstream rugby teams. But how big is it for just the game in general to have you guys playing at the top of your game, bringing a silver medal from the Olympics, getting back into the World Series? It's bigger than just for your nations representing. It's pushing rugby further. Like how important is that, do you see, for the game in general?
Okay, like for, let's say, in Kenya, for me personally, I usually play to honor the legends. Kind of like Kayange, Injera. These are legends who really worked hard to put this game into the World Series. So first of all, us going down into relegation, really it was that sorrowful moment in the whole country. Like everyone was so gloomy, emotions were all over. And now again getting back, it really showed them that these guys really want to maintain where we took the team where it was. And it's through hard work. And again, we're also working to also make these young talents to know the worth. Getting to this big stage is kind of worth it. So it's like this is the sport, or let me say Kenya Sevens, Shujaa team. It's where we get to explore a lot. You get to meet other players. You get to learn new cultures. You get to travel all over the world. Get to meet different people. Personally, I'd never been to a plane since I was born. It's only these rugby sevens that brought me to my first debut in Hong Kong. So I really cherish it. That's why when I play with I do everything I can to maintain this flag and to also honor my legends and to pave way for the young talents. So they should know that this is a sport where whatever happens, just keep it where it should be. So that's why it's so special to me.
Yeah, doing the country proud.
Yeah, we have to. Yeah, sure.
Well, speaking of representation, outside of the Sevens game, the Women's World Cup is this year in the 15s game. There's been a lot of different women's teams with Australia and the Irish girls and stuff. They've all put themselves forward to be a part of the 15s team to try and go to the World Cup. Has that been part of the Canada women's team as well? Has there been like a bit of crossover?
Yeah.
How has that been working?
Yeah, absolutely. I like to say it's working pretty well. We had Sophie DeGoody come over and join us, who's the captain of the women's 15s team. And then we've had Fancy Bermudez, Olivia Apps, a lot of athletes that represent the sevens team go on and represent the 15s as well. I made my first 15s debut in BC Place actually a couple of months back. Yeah, I think it's ultimately just like wanting to put on for women's rugby, whether it's sevens, 15s, touch, league. There's also so many players switching over to league, not necessarily in Canada, but yeah, just like there's so many different kinds of rugby going on right now. And yeah, I think myself, like I'm super inspired by our women's 15s team. They're sitting at second in the world. So I feel like we kind of like feed off of each other with our sort of like one team, one squad mentality.
Is that something that you would try and put yourself forward for this year's World Cup?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
We spoke of rugby, other parts of rugby, but now some other sports. We saw that you threw the baseball, the opening pitch at the Blue Jays.
It was crazy. It was
did
a
that go?
crazy throw. Like they didn't really show it like in the reels or the media or whatever, but my throw was crazy. It bounced a little bit. Was that a foul ball? I don't know.
Foul ball, foul throw.
Don't know. But
How did that come about?
yeah, just off the back of Paris. I'm from Toronto shorty, big up. And I've gone out to watch a couple of Blue Jays games when I was younger, and yeah, they just reached out to my media team at Rugby Canada and asked myself and Charity to actually go out and throw the opening pitch, but Charity wasn't there anymore in Toronto. But I absolutely just like jumped at the opportunity. Like Toronto Blue Jays, such an iconic Toronto sports team. So yeah, I had to do that. It was a crazy pitch though. There's not a future for me there, I'd say, but
Well,
I might have to stick to rugby.
I think we have it right here, actually.
Oh, great.
Let's see. Let's get it back up.
I don't know. The cameraman might have saved me though. See, it looks like it was a good throw. Yeah, you'd think, but it was insane.
What do you think, George? You reckon you'd be able to do it?
No, not really.
Any of the Kenyan guys good at other sports outside of the sevens?
Yes, Kevin Wekesa is good on golf.
He's really good at golf?
Okay.
Yeah, and
Really?
you also see we're having the former player, Dennis Ombachi,
Yep.
also trying to do some golf. I watch
Collins
his
tries
reels.
to do a bit of golf as well.
Yeah, Collins Injera also.
I think he likes more so the social aspect of the
Yeah,
golfing
yeah,
rather than the golfing itself.
So it's more of golf, and I also love pool table.
You like the pool
Oh,
table?
Yeah,
nice.
You
So
good?
cool. Not really.
Just nice to do it.
Yeah, I'm coming.
You're not like the Kenyan version of Ronnie O'Sullivan, no?
Not really.
No.
Yeah, I'm coming.
If there was another sport that you could do, what do you think you would try?
Another sport.
Yeah.
I could try handball. Because
Handball?
That was my first sport in high school. My first ever sport. In Kenya, we used to play it outdoors.
Yep.
But I see most of other guys play it indoors. It's like an indoor game. But in Kenya, it's outdoors. There's the goalkeeper. I really loved it because I like a sport where I'm given the freedom to hit someone.
Wait, okay, I don't think I'm on the same page of what handball is.
It's there's a goalkeeper.
Yep.
I think there's a center. Then you have to score outside the D. There's a semicircle something. We call it a D. So you have to score. But scoring, you have to throw the ball. You have to hit this guy, or you have to score. So if he brings up his whatever face, just hit him up.
Okay, so I know that handball.
Yes.
Do you have any secret talents? Just a good dancer? Or
Not really. I'm not a dancer,
a
but
singer?
no, not really.
I
Not
don't
really.
believe you. I don't believe. Oh wait.
Freestyle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that later.
All right.
Oh, you're a freestyler?
You got it. Yep.
Not really, but I can try in Swahili.
Yeah,
though.
go on.
You want me to do it?
Of course. Haraka.
Kinda. Okay.
I can make a beat.
Okay, give me the
Okay.
beats. Is it going through? Or let me just give it, then you try fix your beat.
All right. It's the beat.
It's the beat. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, that's the only one I know how to do.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kutoka 97 nilijua kwenda heaven. Mimi ni msanii siwezi fungwa jela. Nikifungwa jela nachoka na mapera. Opera si mapera, mapera ni matunda. GNG niko juu ya meza nina rap Kiingereza. Duv cha na omena.
Period. Ain't that up?
That's just like 2 lines only.
That was
Just-
clean.
you got
If
a
I
lot more.
continue, you guys will be...
That was off the top? That was a freestyle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Asia, we heard that you're quite good at braids.
Yeah, I could do a little something. I got you. I got you.
Okay.
I got,
I'll
I
do
got some
this.
hair. I got a little hair thing I got going on the side.
And the glitter?
And I could do some glitter makeup for sure. But yeah, no, I have a little just like something fun to do. Like I love getting my own hair done, and I grew up kind of like not really knowing how to manage my own hair, and so eventually I started to learn how to do all these different styles. And now I kind of like to do the same thing to other people and watch them enjoy their hairstyle and feel confident. So yeah, I could do some braids. I do some locks. Hit me up. Okay, sometimes I did Nicole Heverland's hair one time, actually, in Perth.
That's cool. Nice to
Couple
have like
years
cross country braids.
Yeah.
Kenya next.
Yeah, I got you.
So I should be coming without doing this. So I come, then you do.
I got you.
Okay,
I
sure.
got
That's a deal, you know?
That's a deal.
Yeah,
I heard
that's next
I heard-
tournament will be in Hong Kong. So I'll come without doing my hair.
All right,
And I'll look for you. So you do me my hair.
got you.
Cornrows, yeah?
Yeah, I need a coffee though.
Sure.
I need a coffee. Pay me in coffee. A matcha.
Okay.
Oh, Kenya is one of the best coffee countries in the world.
Really?
Yeah, one of the main
Come
Noted,
to Kenya.
noted.
Come to Kenya.
one of their best exports is Kenyan coffee.
Okay. Learn
Just
something
bring
every
a
day.
bag of
Yeah,
Kenyan
I'll
coffee.
bring her back.
Sorted. Well, bringing back to Vancouver now, we were talking about the weather.
Mm.
It's the coldest tour on the HSBC 7 Series. We had 42 degrees, I think, in Perth at some stage. What's it like having to train here in the cold?
Oh, wow. Okay, for me, I think this time around, it's not that cold compared to when I was here in 2022. It's it's cold, but to me, kinda warmer a little bit.
It's not that bad this year.
Yeah, it's not that
Not
bad.
that bad.
So compared to this time around, I think it's more of mental, basically. Yeah, you need to be mentally strong. Because outside there, when you're like right now, the boys are training. My first session, I was feeling as if I'm unfit. Fat legs. Yeah. We call it fat legs.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy
so
legs.
In Kenya, we call it fat legs. You feel your legs are big. You're
I know
like,
that
I
feeling.
can't carry the
I know that
legs.
feeling.
Yeah, but right now, I think my mental is very strong.
I want to get a little bit more into like camp life. We're talking about culture. Slang is what I kind of want to get into because I know the Kenyans, you've got a
Sheng.
lot
Wow, I
of
know
sheng,
it's-
a lot of slang, but Toronto.
Sheng? What's Sheng?
Islam.
Huh?
Our native language. Should we go
How
ahead?
do you-
So in Kenya, they've
In
got
Kenya, we have
like Swahili as
Oh,
one
okay.
of their native languages,
National
and sheng
language.
is like the slang
Silk.
version.
Oh, okay, got it.
And then Asia, you're from Toronto, and
Yes.
Toronto's got its slang too.
Toronto's got its whole dictionary.
So I want to bounce back and forth. I want to pick up some slang. Maybe we'll start. We're here in Canada, so let's start us off with a little bit of Toronto slang.
What you need to know, okay, you need to know mans. Mans is just like your people, a group of people. Mans, like, it could be you. Mans are cold today. Like, mans are super cold. It's super cold outside. So mans is just how you refer to people.
Sure.
So you got to know that in order to understand who is being spoken about or what's being spoken about.
Okay.
What else?
And your favorite, you were saying?
Yeah, my favorite is top left. So if you're being honest, if you're being 100%, you say top left. Da 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 da.
And what does top left refer to?
Top left is like swear on my heart. Top left.
Oh, because that's top left
Yeah,
is your heart.
bro. Top left. Exactly.
It's a good one. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
and if you're hungry, you could say you're marved.
Marved.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
I think we're good. Toronto slang, I love it. And some sheng, mambo freshie.
Freshy Barida.
Freshie barida.
Yeah.
Nice.
Freshy Barida, Mambo Freshy. How cool are you? Like, kinda. How good or how are you?
Okay, how you say?
I'm that cool. Freshy Barida.
Freshy
I'm
barida.
fresh and I'm cold.
Okay.
I'm cool. I'm
Okay.
cool, yeah.
Okay, how do you say?
Freshy Barida. Uko freshy? You're fresh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm that cold fresh.
I'm fresher
Freshy
than you.
Barida.
Freshy barida.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because baridi is cold.
Barida is cold.
This way.
Barida.
So be Barida.
Burrida. Freshly burrida.
Yeah. Then we're also having like nowadays we are having our own slang as a team. There's team we call meat.
Meat.
Yeah. The team called meat.
Meat.
Mbogi is a group.
Okay.
Yeah, we have the Kenyan, like now the Kenyan corner, we call it Yoni Mbogi.
Oh, okay.
Mbogi, it's a group, it's the Kenyan corner. That's ile ni Mbogi ya watu wa Kenya. There's a group, the Kenyan's corner. Mbogi ya watu wa Kenya, it's a group. So Mbogi, it's a group.
Okay.
Yeah. Then there's also, when I say come, Jaku.
Jaku.
Yeah, it's Kuja, but now it's Jaku. We reverse it now.
You reversed it.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
clean.
Kuja, now it's Jaku.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That's clean. I like
But
that.
that's only within the team. If I use that in Kenya, that's not.
No, okay, no. It can also be, someone can really know whatever you're saying. If you say Jaku, you really know. Mzazi, Mziza. Mzazi is a parent.
Okay.
In Kiswahili we say Mzazi, a parent.
Okay.
Now the slang is Mziza. It was Mzazi, it's now Mziza.
Okay.
Mzazi, now Mziza. We reverse. That's how the slang thing comes through.
Okay.
More of reversing words.
Is that kind of like throughout most of the slang? It's kind of like reverse, kind of. Okay.
Like if I say eat, to eat is cooler. If I tell you eat, cooler. Laku. So it's laku. No, cooler, now it's laku.
Obviously, the Super Bowl happened the other week. I don't know if you guys watch football, anything like that, but the halftime show.
I watched
It's
that
huge.
part. That's what I watched.
Do we know? I know you're a big Kendrick fan.
Who told you that?
You can just tell through your socials.
I am. Well, I am a Kendrick Lamar fan.
How did
I am.
you find the halftime show with Kendrick?
I thought it was really good. I thought it was really great. A lot of people kind of wanted to hear more like his older songs, maybe not everything off the newer album. I love the new album personally, so I wasn't mad at that. And I really liked all the kind of like hidden gems and the messages he conveyed about like the political state as well. And I feel like Kendrick Lamar is always going to take an opportunity to do that. But I will say, I'm a Toronto shorty, so I am Team Toronto as well, okay? But I am a big music fan as well.
Team
so
Drake?
Kendrick's pretty cool too. I'm Team Toronto.
Team Toronto.
Team Toronto.
Okay. Fair enough. If there was hypothetically a halftime show here in Vancouver for the Sevens, who would you like to perform?
Oh, Justin.
Burna Boy.
Burna Boy.
Yeah, Burna Boy, yeah.
That'd be clean.
Yeah, so cool.
Mine's a bit opposite. I was gonna say Justin Bieber. Canadian icon.
Yeah?
But I think a Justin Bieber Burna Boy collab either exists already, or if it doesn't, that would be pretty
I've not
hard.
heard
I think
about
that would be really good. I'll text Justin. I'll let him know. I'll tell him to.
So this section is called Life is Rarely a Straight Line, sponsored by HSBC, where we go through the trials and tribulations of players on and off the field. And today we're going to start with you, Asia. Obviously you went through the ACL.
The iconic
ACL.
ACL.
Can you please talk us through that? Because obviously you went from an incredible low in your career prior to going to probably the pinnacle of your career so far. So I'd love to know a lot more about that story.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I tore my ACL one day, just like any other normal training day, in August 2022, right before the Sevens World Cup, which would have been my first Sevens World Cup if selected. But unfortunately, didn't work out that way. I ended up getting surgery in September of 2022. And it was about a 10 to 11 month process of just rehabbing and getting back onto the field. But yeah, I would say that was definitely, although very grateful for all of the lessons I've learned and all of the support that I had from my teammates and family, it was still a really unfortunate situation. Probably more so, I was telling you, but like more so on the mental than the physical. It's very isolating as an athlete to going from participating in rugby with all of your teammates, but also your closest friends, to showing up really early in the morning, doing a weight session alone, going out on the field. If you can run, you run. If not, you walk and you watch practice. And you're usually the last one to leave as well. And it was tough. And my teammates were also so supportive of me as well. But it's a tough one to go through for sure.
Yeah. I was fortunate enough not to have to go through anything like that, but having seen so many guys in my team over the years go through it, it's like, they're doing it, you're trying to support them as much as you can, but there's so much, even being in the team environment, that you don't even see that they're going through. It's just a completely another journey that everyone has to fight through to get through it, and to see people come back from it is just really inspiring.
Yeah.
And then be able to also the ability to kind of get back to where you were prior to the injury, and then some people even can get back
Surpass
further.
it. Yeah. I feel like that's a little bit of like what happened with me. Like, at that point, it was my first year on the series. I had only gone to like 4 stops. And each time, like, I would kind of cross my fingers and like hope to get selected for each one. That was kind of the position I was playing at the time on the team. And then injury happened. But all of the gratitude that I had for playing the game really came back during my rehab, because there was nothing else I wanted more than to be able to be on the field with my team. It also taught me how to support my teammates through more than just scoring 5 points, but like watching their games and seeing like when they get tired or what they might need, what they need to hear when they come off of the field during like a 7v7 grab, what they need, if they want Gato or water. I was the water girl. And also just confidence. Like I didn't want to get back onto the field knowing I had gone through all of those trials and tribulations and get back on the field and not be confident in myself. I wanted to go through that and really kind of like be proud of the support that I was given from my teammates and family and friends, and be able to showcase that, and also just like kind of like put on for myself as well. So there's the tough side of it, but I think like everything happens for a reason, and I learned so much more than I lost.
Well done, and keep going. You've got a long career ahead of you, and there's a lot more to go. And yeah, amazing journey that you've been on. And George, for yourself, I kind of want to get maybe more into Kenya rugby in itself, and maybe the Kenyan players, they have to fight more potentially. They have to dig deeper. They have to come from way different environments. What is that journey like for a lot of those guys coming from a less supported sport than some of the other teams that you'd see here on the 7 Series?
Okay, it's tough. We're having personally, like for instance, myself, I've been through a lot to get to where I am right now, and you can't be rewarded without giving out something. You have to show us, then you get a reward. For instance, we're having Sport Pesa, and we are having Safaricom also came through, and big up to Safaricom and Sport Pesa. They've really given us the full support. Actually, since I came to the rugby union, joining the Kenya Sevens, this is the best support I've ever had. Where when we were traveling, Safaricom gives us now the credits. We can communicate back home with our families, get in touch with what's happening back home. I also tell them what's happening, get some encouragement and some good lucks from our members from my club, my local club, Strathmore Leos. So it's been amazing. And again, before you get to that point, you have to give some, you have to offer something. And for them to come on board, we had to come from the relegation side to now getting back to where we belong in the HSBC series, with also some help from our coach, Kevin Mwema, and Louis Kisia, and Andrew Amonde, and Steven Sewe, our top team manager, and also our top physio, Lamek Bogonko. So for us, you need just to work. I'm pretty sure when we give our best this season, because our main goal is to get to the top 8, more money will come, more sponsors will be coming on board. For instance, the Sport Pesa that we are now having, when we were relegated, they never left us. But though they reduced the amount to some, the sponsorship was kinda, let me not say a little, but it was kinda manageable for wherever we were. For the Challenger, it was enough for Challenger. But they promised us that when you come back, we'll do a triple, of which it's so amazing. And it's like just a motivation. Be humble, go down, dig deep, come up, then it will be tripled. And there's nowhere in Kenya, even the local jobs, where you will do a good job and your salary will be tripled. So it's a good motivation, and it never ends there. We are guaranteed that if you finish top 8 and you qualify for the next World Series tournaments that will be beginning on December, actually, Dubai, Cape Town, there'll be more sponsors coming on board. So it's more of your hard work. You work hard and I reward you. And cheers to Safaricom. We did that, they came. SportPesa came, added more money. Right now, I think this is the best time I've ever been in Kenya Sevens. I'm really at peace. They've even organized a kitchen where we train. So after training, we get food is ready. We just go pick our food, eat, go back to training. So it's so amazing. New kittings, new understanding, new things are coming up, how we're being treated. So for Kenya, you work hard, then the reward will also come your way.
Amazing.
Amazing, very amazing. Yeah.
It's showing that the support that you guys are receiving, you are then transferring that onto the field.
Yeah.
Performing, playing. Yeah. And there's definitely a strong correlation between the two. And even from the training facilities, as you're saying, with the kitchen, it doesn't sound like a lot, maybe to the outside.
Yeah, but to us,
the fact that you have that facility there saves you time, energy, thoughts.
Yeah.
Wondering what am I going to do for lunch, preparing. It's there, you're ready. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Very fantastic with our new chairman,
Yeah.
Sasha Mutai.
Sasha, I met Sasha in Perth.
Shout out to Sasha Mutai, the chairman and the new board. And also Kayang is also our director. Amazing, yeah. Was a former player in Kenya Sevens, actually a captain. Coming in since experiencing a lot in the Kenya Sevens, getting to understand where we are coming from as a young team. Actually, most of us are also students, but now bringing us from that, taking us as their own children, how you can treat a child. They're treating us like their own kids, not just like an employer or like a player. No, we're not treated as players. We're treated as their own, how a dad can treat you, bringing you up, asking you what's wrong, what's happening, you guys, what do you want for you guys to perform. It's so amazing, and I'd love that to continue more and more, provided we also work. Yeah. That's why this weekend, I hope the best for the Shuja team. Personally, I'll give my best, and I'm very sure the team is going to give their best. You'll be there to watch, yeah?
I'll be there to watch, don't worry.
Kenyan corner.
I'll be in the
Don't
Kenyan
miss our
corner.
games, please. I'll be watching you, and please come watch us.
Well, okay, all right. I'll come and
Argentina
watch you
game
guys
one,
play.
yeah.
I'll watch one game if I can with the timings. I'll watch one game.
I'll text you, huh?
Okay, sounds good.
Fantastic. Okay, well, we got one more round. It's quick fire questions.
Okay.
So we're going to start off. Question number 1. George and Asia, would you love to play a 7 series in Kenya one day?
Yes. The whole stadium being your
Please shout
the
again,
Kenyan
shout
fans.
again, shout again.
I need that. I need that in my life. Yes.
Not the Kenya corner anymore.
Yeah.
The Kenyan Oval.
vibe, everyone. Yeah. So I think she answered that.
Yeah.
Where in Kenya would it be played? In Nairobi? What stadium?
In Nairobi.
What stadium?
Oh, there's a new stadium, Tujamini. Tujamini is coming up. Talenta Hela is trying to renovate a stadium next to Ngong Road. I think that should be the best stadium ever that I'm gonna see.
We're ready.
Yeah.
We are ready. I'll be there.
You have to come.
I love
But
my
you
shuka.
are Kenyan. I'm seeing you having. Yeah, you're Kenyan. And where's yours, please?
Huh?
Where's yours?
I need
I'll
one.
bring you one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, this one, George, I think this one's for you. What's better, chapati or samosa?
Chapati. Yeah, chapati. I can take up to 6.
Up to 6.
Yeah.
Who is the one person or player you'd like to play against?
Against. Oh, I thought you'd like to play like. Oh.
Or with? Who would you like to play with?
My mentor. I really love this guy, Siya Kolisi, Springbok captain. Oh my goodness. When we were in Cape Town, I was trying to push up the lift so that I could go meet him, but it was so unfortunate. I found by the time I was getting to the lobby downstairs, he was leaving, so I couldn't shout again, Kolisi, Kolisi. But he's been my mentor because of his background. He's kind of similar with how I grew up. So that's I'm also having his book. I usually read it a lot like twice right now. I'm still reading it twice because he's a good guy, good mentor on how he brings up things, on how he treats people from his background. He usually recalls where he came from and where he's going to. So it's so lovely about that. And again, playing with against is Gonzalez. Yeah, he's this guy who's having a lot of energy, and I'd love to link up with him. Probably we are in the same group coming this weekend. Yeah.
Big battle.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big battle. Me and him. I don't know whether he'll be a forward because I'm a forward. At times he goes to the back line. At times.
You'll just have to find him.
So I want to try so hard to find him. I won't mind whether he'll bosh me out or I bosh him out, but I really need that competition.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
You heard it here first.
Ah.
It's ready. The scene has been set.
Yeah, I saw him today. I'm like, okay. I think he's also watching me some kind of.
I think so too.
It's gonna be a beef actually, that game.
Okay. Well, I'm ready. I'm going to be watching, waiting for it.
Just watch for it, yeah.
That's the game I'll watch. Yeah.
Sure.
And how about you?
To play with Ghislaine Landry for sure. Just incredible skill set. Can throw crazy 20-30 meter passes, put it off both feet as well. I kind of just started making the series when she had retired after the 2020 Olympics. I'd train with her a lot and run her water, but I'd like to play a game with her. And against, I'd say Ivania Politi from Australia, the Australia Women's Sevens team. She played in the centers, and kind of like I felt like an unsung kind of hero in that squad. Super fast, super tenacious on defense. Chase backs all of her tackles, or any tackle to be made, she'll chase it back. I'd like to compete against someone as competitive as her.
And finally, Asia, who's the best roomie on the candidates?
Charity Williams, throw it up, C-Dub. That's like my sister, so I missed having her, but she's back, so that's my roomie right now. So yeah.
George, who's your favorite roomie?
Brand Tanga.
Yeah.
Still my roommate after that.
What is he
my
doing?
roommate. He's a cool guy, good advice, and he's more mature. I think he's one of the eldest in the team here. And it's so more of encouragement, more of how he should be. Apart from rugby, outside rugby, family issues, it gives you advice on how you should be with the relationship stuffs, how you should manage your stardom and your other stuffs, your investments in life, not only rugby, we're always an injury away from retirement. So such things really motivates me. That's why he's been my best and will always be my best. I wish I could play and he should be there next to me play.
Freshie.
Yeah. Barida.
Barida.
Freshie Barida. Well, on that note, George, Asia, thank you so much for joining me on this episode of HSBC Life on Tour. It's been an absolute pleasure to get to know you even more. And I'm going to be rooting for both of you on the weekend. Best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
See you in the Kenya's corner. Yeah?
See you there.